Hey, my name's Brian. This is Chords on the Couch, and today's song is What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. I've carefully designed this version for beginners. So if you know your basic open chords or cowboy chords, you're definitely going to be able to play this version. The recording is in the key of F. There's a lot of bar chords. It's much harder. So what we're going to do today is we're going to put the capo on the 2nd fret. You can actually move it anywhere you want, and we're going to play it in the key of G. Great thing about this version is the strumming could not be simpler. It is just all downstrokes. And pretty much every chord gets either 2 downstrums or 4 downstrums. That's it. Let's dive right in. And going by the philosophy that the best way to eat a bike is in little bites, that's exactly how we're going to tackle this song. Just one little bite at a time. Let's take care of the intro. It's just a couple of chords that you're going to play 2 times. G is going to be your first chord. Strum it twice. A minor 7. Strum it twice. Then we're going to go back to G for 2 more. And finally, A minor 7 again. So let me show you how that kind of fits together with the rhythm. G, A minor 7, G, A minor 7. I see trees of green. Okay, just a little piece of the verse so you can get context on that intro. I see trees of green. That's going to be a G chord, 2 strums, and then this version of a B minor chord, 2 strums. I chose that version because it's way easier than doing the bar chord version. Next bit, red roses too. That's going to be C add 9, 2 strums, and then back to the B minor 7. Next bit, I see them bloom. That's A minor 7, 2 strums, and then back to our G, 2 strums. Next bit, for me and you. That's going to be B7, and then E minor. Now the song does have a few chords that might be a little different for you, a little new, but don't be scared of them. I'm going to make them as easy as possible. This next chord is called an E flat, okay? And here's what it's going to sound like. All right, and we're actually going to strum it 4 times. Now, if you look really closely, it might look familiar. This is the C shape. Okay, so if you've done a C chord before, all you're going to do is you're going to move that up to what would be the 6th fret. Now, it might look like the 8th fret on my guitar, but remember, we've got the capo on the 2nd fret. So we're just going to call this the 6th. And you're going to do this C shape. Now, this is going to go along with the, and I think to myself. So we're going to do 4 strums there. We're going to say that line. The deal I want to make with you is that if we're going to do this version of the E flat with this shape that we're used to, all right, to make it more comfortable, there's a bit of a compromise here. I want you to avoid both E strings. So that's going to be the low E and the high E. Just don't strum those. Strum everything in the middle. So let me take it from the line, for me and you. All right, it's going to be the B7. For me and you, and I think to myself. Next bit. What a wonderful world. That's going to be A minor 7, D7, back to G. Let's look at that whole thing because the verse is going to come back, so we need to get really familiar with it. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. That's the first bit that you want to practice a lot and you want to memorize. Now there's another verse coming up, but before we do that, there's a little bit of connective tissue that we're going to do in the form of a chord progression. Now some of the chords in here are a little tricky, a little more advanced, but I've gone ahead and simplified them, so they should all look familiar to you. Again, if you've done your open chords before. 2 strums apiece. We're going to go G. We're going to go A7. We're going to go C. And then D7. And that's going to bring us right into the second verse. So listen again to how the first verse ends, then I'm going to do that connective tissue, and I'm going to go into verse 2. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. G, A7, C, D. I see skies of blue. It's the same chords we learned. Clouds of white. The bright, blessed day, the dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Next up is the bridge, but before we get there, a little more connective tissue. G twice, A minor 7, which we saw before, and then G 4 times. 2, 3, 4. That's a part that's going to connect us and bring us into the bridge. Now the bridge is going to be these 3 chords. A minor 7, D7, and G. There is a change coming, but we're going to get away with that chord progression twice. So it's going to look like this. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. That's one half of the bridge. Here's the next part. I see friends shaking hands. That's going to be E minor twice, B7 twice. You might notice I'm doing the E minor with my pointer finger on top, and that's to make it really easy to shift to the B minor 7. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? So we're going to get away with that little chord progression twice. Now, the third time you do it, hop onto the E minor like this. So this is the more standard way to do it, with my middle finger on top. They're really saying. Now this is one of our funkier chords. Very possible you've never done this before. Don't let it scare you away. There's nothing to be afraid of here. In fact, look at my hand, all right? If I took my hand off the guitar and I just showed you my hand, this does not look like an uncomfortable position for a hand to be in, but that's pretty much the position that I'm in when I'm doing this chord. From the E minor, keep your middle finger down, okay? Ring finger slides up just 1 fret. You're going to grab the 1st fret of the G string with your pointer finger, and your pinky is going to go down on the 3rd fret of the B string, okay? And that's all there is to it. Now this one I also like to strum just like that E flat chord where I made a deal with you and I said, don't hit either of the E strings, the low or the high one. So going from the E minor, they're really saying. After that, I love you. That's going to be our A7 and our D7. So let me do the whole bridge for you. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. From there, we go right back into a verse. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. We've seen all that before, but I wanted just to show you that final verse. Now, when we get here, this is the end of the song, and it's really typical for songwriters to do something kind of interesting, a little surprising at the end, just to hold your interest for that last little bit. Get to that G chord, all right, at the end of that third verse. You're going to do 2 strums on it, and then you're going to do 2 strums on this chord, all right? And we're just going to call it an F, just to keep things simple, all right? And all I have to do is just take my pointer finger off from the G and put it on the 1st fret. Now, there's going to be maybe some muting that happens on the A string here, like your pointer finger is going to block it. Don't worry about that. That actually cleans this chord up nicely. So if that's happening, it's kind of a good thing. That just gets 2 strums. And what this chord is doing is it's moving us to this surprising E7. 2, 3, 4 strums. We haven't done that chord before, so that's why it's so cool when it comes in at the end of the song. So it's going to go like this. I'll take it from Think to Myself. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. F, E7. Right there, I did 4 strums on the A minor 7. Typically, we've done 2, but we're kind of closing things out. And here's another surprise. This is going to be the final surprise in the song. You're going to strum a D7. What a wonderful. So take your D7 shape. I'm not actually going to put this on the screen, but what you're going to do is take this D7 shape that you're holding onto and just move it up 3 frets. And strum it again. This is a really cool jazz chord. It's going to make you sound fancy, but you haven't done anything too fancy other than slide your fingers up. What a wonderful world. Okay, and we're going to go back to the G there. Now to end the song, you're going to go G twice, A minor 7 twice, and then G 2, 3. It's a nice clean ending. That's the whole song piece by piece. Let me just give you a couple of notes, okay? The first note is going to be on this E flat chord that's in the shape of a C. If you're a little more advanced and you want to add a note to this, watch what I'm going to do. So my ring finger I'm going to replace with my pinky, and I'm going to put my ring finger down on the 6th fret of the E string. So it's going to add this kind of thickening note, which I think makes the chord sound a lot cooler. So if you're capable of doing that, go ahead. The only other part I wanted to give you a second option on, again, if you're a little more advanced, is that connective tissue between verses 1 and 2. What a wonderful world. That sort of turnaround, instead of doing the A7 chord, okay, I threw that in for beginners. But if you wanted to do this one, all right, that C sharp half diminished, that beautifully goes into the C chord and then the D chord for the full turnaround. So that's another option. I'll do a full performance really slowly in case you've been practicing the song and you want to follow along. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. I've got tons more videos coming, and do leave me a comment. It's so great to hear from you, and a lot of your comments have really helped me improve these videos, so I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.